Showtime, Bitcoin moneymaker, every angle to get in the crypto game. Welcome to all my fellow Bitcoin monkeys. It is Black Friday. I want you guys to stay safe. And with all the recent hacks and the Tether hack and everything else, every exchange has its quirks. I mean, you hear people losing money every day. So I wanted to show you these deals. There is Nord. I think it's about 50% off. I pay about $6 a month for VPN. There's a TREZOR 3 for 2 deal, and you'd use multiple for, of course, family, friends, but also for yourself. I'd only put so much on each wallet, and I'd have a blank backup in case you lose one or one gets stolen. You can wipe the new blank one and put your secret key into that new one that is wiped, and then transfer your funds away, so you beat the thief that has yours and is trying to figure out the pin. So it's always good to have a backup. Ledger Wallet also has a deal, fully backed, great wallet. HASHFLARE has a deal on Bitcoin mining and just mining some blue chips like Ethereum and whatnot. I see these big cloud mining websites as a super savings account for my Bitcoin that I only put a certain portion in, but the returns have been good so far for me, especially to other types of mining I've tried on NiceHash so far, but it seems like it's solid and something that has a track record. Still reading the Hedge Fund Edge, still getting good information. A lot of this stuff seems kind of common sense to me and stuff I already followed as an investor prior to being in cryptocurrency, but I do highly recommend it. You can skip a lot of the historical examples that just take too long and have too much to do with the Federal Reserve and bonds and interest rates that don't affect crypto markets in the same way, but watching other markets, watching trends, a lot of good information is in here. So I highly recommend this book, and it is dense, heavy reading, but it's full of lessons, and it has technical analysis and favorite indicators and even small systems this guy has run across over the years from experts you've never heard of that just made a bunch of money with clients and laid low, which I think is a smart way to do it. Moving on to the markets, I'm going to skip talking about Bitcoin today because it just hasn't done much. The big player has been Ethereum for me. I've been margining it for the last couple days, and I've made some good money. And this is the day chart from one of the main exchanges. I forget which one, but maybe Bittrex or something like that. And this goes back and shows the history of how it had this meteoric climb and now just fell to crap for a long time. A lot of people have been predicting it's gone up. It's gone up to here, and it's trying to reach that first fib level. I think this is a good point for bull momentum because we're going to December with CME. I think once people are in between Thanksgiving and Christmas and this holiday is sort of over, I think you'll see more Bitcoin bullish action, and I think it'll lift kind of the whole market, and Ethereum's the number 2 dog. So I've been trading that a lot, and if we go into, I've been using channels a bit more. I'm going into the Bitmex chart. So this is to buy Ethereum contracts at as a perpetual swap. Go into the hour. This is where we can actually see my channel. This doesn't have history that goes back as far, but this is why I trade on Bitmex. So I use this one when I'm actually trading in a day. So we see these channels forming. I think what day was that? Was that a couple days ago? Yeah, that was 2 days ago. So I drew this channel. It's kept to that channel. It's been towards the higher side and been bullish. If it breaks out of this channel more, I may draw a new channel from down here going up. This is a line that if I go back to the day, you would see this is a previous level of support. So this is something that could definitely bounce off of, and I think it broke it for now. And these little fib lines are different because this is just for a smaller dip that is coming back up. It's not the big historical one from the all-time high. So it has a long way to go. It's probably only 10% of the way up from the bottom. And I'm still playing with my 2 new indicators, Ultimate Oscillator and Slow Stosh. I like them. I think for the short term they've been working for me. I haven't seen too many divergence plays. I'm not good enough at using this yet, but it does seem like it has tracked the action pretty well so far. Actually, like right here on the 1 hour, you can see that this is going down as this is going up. Now this is coming down. I don't know if I could I've read this well enough yet, but I'm not sure if this was, when this was going up, this already was starting to come down. This was a predictor of what was coming up, but I need to read into that. This one follows the line a lot more closely, but I'm usually even in further than this. I have bought into 3 different longs on Ethereum now, and I've had tight stop losses that have won. And I can't show you the actual trades I did, but I could show you my account and the history of the balances. I've been longing 2.5, and now I finally ratcheted up to 3. I just got back in the market, so I'm hoping that that one stays as a stop. I think of like 59.67 or O. I guess that would be 5.9 million satoshis. So I was in here looking. I actually do the minute chart when I'm doing this sort of stuff and looking at all this. I think this came down, and I was thinking about buying somewhere around here, but I ended up buying around here. I ended up waiting, and that's fine. I still have made good profits, but here's another great low to buy in when you get down to the 6 million satoshis. You can see I think it wants to bounce lower for a little bit, but we'll see. I think overall Ethereum is still bullish. I don't think it'll hit my stop at 5.967, but million satoshis. I don't know though. We'll see. I mean, we can always look and see what the indicators look like for the day chart. And again, this doesn't have the history, so a lot of times you go to the week and the month and it just doesn't have it. I mean, it looks like it's kind of turning around and it's towards the top, but I just see, I just feel so much bullish energy on this right now. I am keeping my stops closer though to catch any losses. So if we go, we can see I'm actually, this is my 4th entry for a long, and I'm down now, but that's fine. And my stop is at 5.9 million satoshis. I may ratchet that up or down depending on how I feel, but I've been paying close attention to this. And the reason why is you'll see in my account with my trades, I've got this positive 1.2 million trade, and I have this positive 1.1 million trade. And I think I also have, I thought I had another good one, but those were the 2 big ones that I got, and I think I got some little ones in here too. But these 2 big ones really up my pile. Again, my pile was deposited here. That's like 4.16 million satoshis, and now my balance is 6.7. So that's getting to be, I think that's over a 50% gain, if I'm not wrong, maybe even a 60% gain. So I'm happy with the way my strategy is going. I just have to stay disciplined because this bull run again has so far to go. If I go to an actual exchange graph and I go out to the day and we look at the full history, I mean, it's only there, and this has pretty much earned me 60% of my pile already. I'm just imagining what happens if it gets to the all-time high as Bitcoin rises and it floats all boats upward. So I'm excited about that. So that's been my move, and I'm sticking with that. We'll see how that goes. The market in general, I mean, Ethereum here, I didn't see too much Ethereum Classic, Zcash, HShare. I still haven't studied HShare closely, but it's so high on the charts. I really need to look at that coin. You're going to hear that a lot from me. This is Invoices, I believe, and it's shot surprisingly high too. So there's definitely a lot of green in the market right now, even though Bitcoin is staying still. Monocoin rising. Yeah, we have a lot. I've never heard of Exchange Union. But man, this chart keeps changing all the time, this table. And we have 263 billion. So that kind of explains that there's more money flowing in. Even though Bitcoin's staying the same, it feels like we have more overall market cap flowing in. Let's see, do I have the global chart? I think it feels like the global market cap has steadily risen just recently in the last, months and weeks, and it has just overall. But if this is going to take forever, I'll go to the next page. So on, I'll just skip to the next page. On Equihash, I am now mining Zcash. Here's my order in the order book. It was at, I think it was at 62 million satoshis for the rate at first, and I got washed out of the order book, so I had to bid higher. As you can see, the order book's risen. So I'm waiting for this to finish. This one's going longer. I think it was about 16 hours or something like that, and I've got outbid a few times. So I'm messing with that. I also finished mining Purecoin. I did the wrong type of, on the mining pool, I configured it wrong, where I configured it as PPNS instead of just PPS. I'm still learning about those different types, but the mining pool didn't support that, so I guess I emailed them, and my funds are being held for 3 days. I think that's through Coinatron. And so I'm just waiting for this one to finish, hoping it doesn't get outbid again. I still have a while. You can see it just dropped off there. So I may have to look at that. It looks like it's coming up a little bit though. But I hope that this one, some of these are profitable. Again, Vertcoin got 100% in one run and then broke even in another. So I'm just trying all these different coins that I can and seeing, getting used to the order book and seeing if there's anywhere where I can run arbitrage and make some money off that. And then for the lending for Chain.Group, we got a payment of 160 withdrawn over to Bitconnect. Again, I'm trying to recoup all my money there to make sure it's safe for my 5,000. Now I think this is day 3 now. I'm like 650 or something like that. Out of the 5,000 is paid off, and so I still have about 26, 27 days left of shoveling it over to Bitconnect. And so I'm going to make my Bitconnect loan real quick. $50. Verify. There we go. There's my loan there. I'm going to reinvest what's paid off from the day. Again, Bitconnect's had, this has been kind of a slump. It's been at, 0.5%, 0.6% instead of over a percent, but the average for the last 30 days is still pretty good. So I'm still happy with it. I haven't noticed any problems with either platform. I'm really hoping that Chain.Group stays alive. It's like Game of Thrones over here in the lending world. So every day it stays alive. I'm happy and it gets over to Bitconnect. I feel like if Bitconnect falls, it will be the last man standing because everything is pegged to it and it's considered the longest running leader. I think if Bitconnect collapsed, people would be a lot more scared of investing in any of the other lending platforms that don't have an established coin and established community and everything else that goes along with something like Bitconnect. And I hope this keeps on rolling. And then of course, HASHFLARE, I treat as my savings account with a part of my portfolio just for Bitcoin because it still keeps marching up. It's doing well. Again, in a year, it would over double the amount of Bitcoin I put in. I put in 2.8 million. It's going to be over 6. So that is still working well as my savings account. And so far, I recommend it more than margin lending because that's the only other way I can see to save. And it just seems like all these exchanges always have problems. And you never know if there's going to be a hack or something's going to be shut down or government regulation. I feel like the mining is a little bit more under the radar and it's a little bit safer and off the cuff. And I am liking NiceHash even though I haven't gotten repeatable profits yet except that one Vertcoin double. But I can see that it's a game within a game where if you learn the bidding and you find the coin you like at the right time, at the right price, and you sort of get all the math down, you can get some up-and-coming coins at a really good discount and either sell them off for Bitcoin or keep them for the future. That's all for today, guys. As always, the rest is up to you.